My name is Febuary. I'm an alternative R&B artist. I basically make music that sounds like Gotham. If you could imagine the city of Gotham with R&B music playing in the background, that's my music. My journey, I started writing when I was about 9. I started designing when I was about 7. That's fashion design. And I've always just had a love for the arts throughout my life. Around the age of 12, I started production, and then around the age of 14, I taught myself how to play the piano. And I don't know, for me, it was always a case of trying to decide between the different art forms, because I've always been in love with everything from film to visual arts, so painters such as Takashi Murakami and Kors. And so yeah, basically how I got into the music scene though was my friends. They heard me sing, and after persistent encouragement, I ended up in the music scene. And initially I was just keeping a lot of my creative works to myself, but I decided to release it for, I wanted to be able to connect with people, and people who are like me, and people who feel alone or want to feel like there's someone to relate to. So yeah. My first break was in, I think, end of 2016. I dropped my record Nikki with Ice Prince and Milkshake, DJ Milkshake. And yeah, did pretty well. Got onto a few radio stations, shot a video for it.
Nikki, Nikki, listen for you. I still believe that you're lying to me, you ain't telling the truth.
Yeah, that was my first break. Truth is, in terms of choice, I feel like, I never say that I'm a musician. I feel like I'm an artist, and even that, I don't mean that in the sense that, oh, he's an artist within music. I mean that in a very general sense, and the reason why is there's so much more I plan to do. I've just been trying to take things step by step and build my audience, if I could put it that way. So I very much still plan to do a lot of directing, because I'm a director as well. I very much plan to get into fashion. That is my first love. And I really have a passion for scoring films. Before I even thought about, becoming an artist as in a musician, I thought about scoring films. So these are things that I plan to do in the future. I'm just working on it, taking a step at a time. I draw inspiration heavily from visual arts. So film, and as well like painters and like creatives who create like art toys and things like that. I'm a very visual person. So if I see a story in my head, then I start to hear the music play. If I don't see a picture, it's harder for me to create music. So I always try to work from that basis of, I kind of approach my music as a director would approach a film, where they create characters, they create storylines, and then they fill it out. So that's kind of how my record Nikki came about, because I created this character and I kind of defined her story within my project in February, which dropped last year, 2017. So yeah, that's pretty much my approach and what inspires me. In terms of goals for my music and art as a whole, what I really want to do is, I'm more interested in impacting culture more than just music. I'm in love with pop culture. I'm in love with everything that comes with it, which is why, I have obsessions in terms of fashion, I have obsessions in terms of music, I have obsessions in terms of films and so on. So where I want to take things is, I want to be able to be an influencer and a curator of the popular culture that exists both locally and internationally. So the kind of moves that I'm trying to do is in light of that, versus just someone who's saying, I'm trying to get another album out or so on. There's so much more that I want to do. I mean, releasing projects and so on is included in that vision, but it doesn't stop there. Damn, I don't like to count my achievements, and I half the time I never really celebrate. You can ask my team. So it's hard to say, but I guess some of the things that are notable, when I did release Nikki, and I guess my following single, which was a record called Apologies, both charted on YFM. Specifically Apologies got onto YFM top 10 or top 40, I can't remember. I guess my record with Ice was also something I really was proud of, still am. And yeah, just for me, I guess my greatest achievement personally is just being able to connect with my fans the way I do. You know, that's something that I never entirely thought was possible. I was always skeptical, and so to be able to, you know, find that there's people out there who not only just listen to my work, but relate with it, enjoy it, and it means something to them. To me, that's a personal achievement, and that's probably what matters to me most. So, yeah.
She said, busy tone. This the last time trying to get through to you. Couple
Message for fans. Message for fans. So to me, there's two kinds of, at least this is from my perspective, there's two kinds of creators we kind of have in modern society in terms of where we're at right now, where you get those people that seemingly blow up overnight, and then you get the people who you only find out, you know, maybe yesterday about them, but they've been at it for like 10 years. So the thing that I've found is that the one is in minority, blowing up overnight, and the other is a majority, but most of us don't know it. Most people don't talk about their backstory. Most people don't give you background about how much it took to get to a certain point. So the one thing I would like to tell my fans or people who are trying to, you know, reach for their goals, you need to understand that consistency is probably your biggest tool. Everything, okay. Instagram, Twitter, Febuary, so Febuaryco. So it's Febuary without the R in the middle, please. Febuary Co at the end. So that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's just Facebook/Febuary's Room. So again, Febuarys Room, and SoundCloud, same thing, Febuary Co. Yeah. Thank you.
But could've seen my mouth.